Yes, hello guys. In this video, we'll talk about a new fellowship for PhD research scholars from social science and humanities background. This is the fellowship for Indian Council of Social Science Research ICSSR Doctoral Fellowship. So this is the official announcement page for the ICSSR. Since most of the applicants for NFST won't be getting the fellowship and the results for NFST has been always due, and this is an alternative for the fellowship. The amount might not be the same with respect to NFST or JRF, but then this is still a good amount comparing with the non-net fellowship. So as I said, this is the entire information page which can be accessed from ICSSR.org, which I will put the link in the description. And I have simplified the guidelines and details in which I will explain. So this is the ICSSR Doctoral Fellowship, and the three schemes. The first one is full-term fellowship, short-term fellowship, and then the contingency grant. So firstly, we have to see the last date for application is 14th of July. So it's barely eight days left. The first one is full-term doctoral fellowship. So what are the eligibility criteria for this? The eligibility criteria for the full-time doctoral fellowship or any of the fellowship here is that the applicant should be a PhD scholar from a registered university, either it's a central university or deemed university or state university. And also, unlike the NFST, if you're applying for ICSSR doctoral full-time fellowship, then you should be already registered scholar. That means your topic has been approved or your research title has been approved by the research committee, and the applicants must be less than 40 years, and there is 5 years age reservation for ST, OBC, PWD, and EWS. Another criteria for this full-time doctoral fellowship is your results should be above 55% in PG, and there can be relaxation of 5% as the SC, EWS, or PWD. So that means 50% for them. And in order to apply for this ICSSR doctoral fellowship, you need to have a UGC net certificate, or if you do not have UGC net certificate, then you can still apply for it. That would depend on how good your proposal is. If you're already an awardee of GRF, NFST, or ICAR or whatever, then you are not allowed to apply for this fellowship. Only non-net awardees are allowed to, or who do not claim any fellowship are allowed to apply for this. And the term for this fellowship is only 2 years, which is okay. And it is 20,000 per month. For that will be 2 years. That means 2 years would be probably 24 months. Then it would be like 48, yeah, 4.8 lakhs. Okay, still a very good amount. And you can also claim a contingency of 20,000 per annum. So that means 40,000 for 2 years. So this is for full-term doctoral fellowship. And second is short-term doctoral fellowship. Then this is only for 6 months. And 6 months, or if the date or date of submission, whichever is earlier. That means if you're about to get if you're about to submit your thesis, it might be 5 months. So if it's if you submit after getting your fellowship for after 5 months, then your doctoral and this fellowship will also end. And in this contingency payable of 6 months, so that means if since it's only 6 months, you can claim contingency of only 6 months. And the criteria for this is that the criteria is the same for full-term doctoral fellowship and short-term doctoral fellowship. And the only addition is that in order to apply for short-term doctoral fellowship, you should have completed at least 3 years of your research work. So that means if you have already completed 3 years of your research work, then you can go for either full-term doctoral fellowship or short-term doctoral fellowship. But I would recommend you apply for short-term doctoral fellowship because later in your application numbers and everything, application, your year of registration would be available. So it's better you apply for short-term doctoral fellowship. The duration is 6 months, but the amount remains the same, 20,000 per month. And the third one is contingency grant. So this contingency, you can apply this contingency grant as a one time. This is a one time grant, and even if you're already getting full time doctoral fellowship, you can apply for this one in case if you're going for field trip stationary expenses, and the consolidated grant for this is 62,500. So the application process is online, and there's this page called login to apply. So you can apply for this fellowship through this portal. You have to register, and as I've mentioned, there is only about 6 days, 22 hours, 52 minutes. So this is the application process, and let me just back this one. And the guidelines are already here. So this is the guidelines. As I've mentioned, humanities and social science in any discipline, in any subject may apply for this fellowship. And there are some documents which are required before applying. So you should be ready with all these documents. That means that is, firstly, you have to self-attest all the copies of education qualification from, or you can use your class 10 mark sheets or admit card as a proof of age, and UGC net if available, scorecard or the UGC net certificate. And you should be ready with your research proposal. So this is very important because unlike any of the other fellowship, ICSSR will be not completely, but will be solely on your research proposal. So if your research proposal is strong, then there's highly chance that you'll get selected. And also, uh, this is the month of July now. So last date is July. So probably the result will be out by after 4 or 5 months. That will be probably like November. So you can apply. You can see the format proposals also here. Then so you can just click it. Then you can just go through the format proposal and you can prepare accordingly. And good luck with applying. And if there is any problem you're facing while applying, and either it be the application procedure or the research proposal, you can write your queries in the comment below. Then I would, if I can't help, I will try my best to ask my fellow friends who are the ICSSR doctoral fellowship awardee. So thank you for watching. I will see you again in the next video. Bye bye.